Good afternoon, team. As you can see, we're in my backyard. I kind of just want to talk about something that has been heavy on my mind for a while. Essentially, I've gotten to this place mentally before, but I couldn't really deal with the uncertainty of it. But I'm back at the spot where I'm like, I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I haven't really found that thing that feels really exciting and makes me feel passionate and makes me feel fulfilled. Obviously, there's like that pipe dream of finding a job that has all of those things in one, but I'm realizing that's not the most realistic thing. So let's just talk about it. Let's get into it. I know I'm not the only person in the world who has ever gone through this, especially after talking to so many people that I love and care about and getting their insight. So to all of you queens and kings out there, I'm with you. Right now, I am in the stage where I've noticed that I want to find my thing, but I have no idea where to start. And that's really scary to me. Some of the advice I've been getting is like, try new things or go to new places and like make new neural pathways in your brain, which makes sense. But I'm like, literally like, I'll be Googling like new things to try and nothing seems interesting. And that's like the most frustrating part. As I've mentioned before in my videos, I do graphic design and I think I enjoy it in some contexts, but the thought of doing what I'm doing for the rest of my career just makes me nauseous. And it makes me sad. And I want to find that thing that makes me excited. I've been doing weekly check-ins with a close family member, kind of just checking in on where I'm at with progress. What I've realized is I've been doing a whole lot of talking about this. I've been doing a ton of worrying about it, a ton of thinking, but I haven't really started taking steps forward. And that's what I'm learning right now, is that as long as I continue to take steps forward, something eventually will have to fall into place. That's just kind of how it works. I think especially with OCD, well, more specifically OCD of the intrusive thought variety, it's really difficult to know you want to take that leap being leaving the jobs that you've been doing and trying a bunch of new stuff to see like what resonates. Because what is that? That's uncertainty. I don't know when, where, how I'm going to figure out the thing. I don't know who's going to be there. I don't know where I'm going to, like, it's a lot of uncertainties, and that's where OCD likes to thrive. That's where she jumps in. So like, yeah, I'm scared, girl, I'm scared. But I think especially if you're in a similar position as I am, you just got to stay optimistic. You almost have to be a little delusional. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's really hard for me to be delusional. I really want to see this next chapter of like exploration as something that's exciting, instead of something that's open-ended and scary. Like, obviously there will be obstacles, there will be things that I come across that suck and hurt and make me anxious, but the ultimate goal here is for me to be happy. And so I think keeping that in mind is really helpful. But it's frustrating when you have like friends and family who just like know what they're supposed to be doing and they've been doing it. Like, mom's a doctor, dad's a journalist, sister's a lawyer, like all of my family members are like, and I just have been kind of like, I don't know. I know that I like laughing and making art. I know that I like making people laugh. But the tough part, especially in like the world we live in, is like, that's not gonna, how does that translate into making me money and helping me survive? So it can be tough. But I think something that I need to like really steer clear of, and you do too, if you're in this position, is comparison. This gets really hard for me, especially when I'm on TikTok and I see people who are like so funny, so creative, or artists, or people who are just like really living what feels like my dream. I get really down on myself. And I think that's where the delusion kind of comes in, is like, you need to be a little bit delusional. The things that I want to really lock in on in this next however long this takes. I really want to get back into making art regularly. I want to make my paintings again. I want to sew. I want to draw. I want to go on little adventures around the city and take y'all with me. I just want to romanticize the process, and I don't want to give up on myself because that is really easy for me to do. I think something that is hard is like finding something that, what I call like a spark, something that could be interesting, something that you're like, and then pursuing it and realizing, no, that's not what I want to be doing. It's really disappointing. It's like a huge letdown. And I think I'm putting so much pressure on figuring out what my like purpose is that like the second I get any signal that I'm on the wrong path, it's just like, oh girl, it's so depressing. Right now, what is interesting to me is making videos. And some weeks they're like really fun and silly and creative. And then the next week, I mean, one of the ones that I'm going to post, if I haven't already, is like a little diary entry. And it's like a 3-minute video. And that shit made me cry, girl. And then there's this where I'm just kind of processing verbally in the backyard with a chai. But I think putting it out into the ether that I'm ready to be on this path and that I'm hoping to document it, and I'm hoping to maybe reach at least one person who's like, girl, what am I doing? Because babe, I don't know either. And it can really suck. But I'm leaning into the fact that it could also be really fun. Today is September 29th, and I have so far signed up for a class for reinvigorating your art practice and assessing your process and how you get inspiration and how you get from point A to point Z, how you start a project, how you finish it, what mediums you like, all that kind of stuff. And I'm excited. I think it's going to be really fun. At the very least, it'll be interesting. That's where your girl's at right now. I'd like to do another backyard check-in in a few months, but I just want to be happy. Is that so crazy? Is that so bad? I want to be excited. I want to be inspired, and I want to be fulfilled. And I want to have my purpose. My porpoise. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. And let me know, are you also struggling to find your purpose or a job that you enjoy? Or have you already found it? Or have you known your whole life? Like, what's the tea? What are the girls going through? I don't know. See you next week.